Welcome, systems check. System all clear. Initiating startup protocol. Welcome trivia and crypto degenerates. Access granted. Enjoy the descent into this immersive game of knowledge.
All right, perfect. There we go. Welcome, everybody, as always. What's going on tonight, Dan?
Oh, not too much. We got a general knowledge again tonight, so we got a little bit of everything. We kind of like doing the general knowledge ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think because like we said before, it gives just a nice flair to everything. You know, we mix it up. Every question's different. You don't know what it's going to be, so that's always fun.
Yep.
So,
I agree.
how is everyone's night doing, or everyone's night going? I hope it's going well. So we got, like I said, we got really 4 of the 5 rounds are very random. Kyle and I kind of knocked them out together, but we do have the round 3 is logos again. That's always a fun one to come back to. And we'll get started in about 1 minute. See if anyone else is going to be coming on. We got any latecomers coming on, and then we'll get started.
See, it looks like we're starting to get some people hopping on now here. So let me make sure we're on round 1. All
That
right.
is always important.
All right, let's get that started. And
All right,
yeah.
let's do it.
All right. Bam. All right. So is there any?
There's literally no
I know
rhyme
it's
or
general
reason.
knowledge, but is there like any rhyme or reason or anything like that per round?
None at all, other than round 3.
Yeah.
Round 3's logos. Everything else, it's anyone's game. 1, 2, 3, or 4 for the correct answer in the comments. Here we go. Question number 1. The flag of the European Union has how many stars on it? 16, 14, 12, or 10?
Pull my phone out in front of me here so I can see some people's answers here.
Now, I'm assuming this is something that I imagine it changes probably depending on when countries enter or leave. Maybe not. I don't know. But currently, well, that's got to change because then, I mean, the UK, I don't know if it's the UK or we went over this the other day, but England had recently left
Right.
the Union. Now, is the Union just monetary? Is that all it is for the euro and stuff? Or is it, I don't really understand any of that stuff in Europe, so.
Oh, it didn't even tell us what the answer was.
Oh boy! All right, question number 2: Which of
It's
these
been
musicals?
that kind of day.
Yeah, which of these musicals won the Tony Award for Best Musical? The Color Purple, Rent, Newsies, or American Idiot? This is literally, I didn't even copy this game format, and I literally made it from scratch so it wouldn't do this. We haven't had that happen in a while, so it would be natural that it would have to happen.
Yeah. We actually have had. I think it's been since like Christmas since we had any games where it didn't show the answers for us. So,
Yes.
all right, everybody, a resounding 2 on this one. It looks like
It is Rent. Now I'm curious, why is everyone going with Rent? I have never heard of. I know I've heard of people like reference Newsies and the Color Purple and everything. I didn't know American Idiot was even a musical. Like I knew it. I'm assuming is it based on Green Day?
I thought that was just a throwaway answer that you put in there. I didn't realize that was actually a musical.
I believe it is.
Huh.
All right, question number 3. In aeronautics, flaps and slats are used to control what on an aircraft? The weight, the thrust, the lift, or the drag?
Flaps and slats. A lot of people going 3. I I actually had a different take on that question. Maybe I just read it wrong, but I was actually thinking that was more for drag.
So it's actually for lift. It's what controls the lift of a plane. Oh, and by the way, question number 1 was 12 stars. I forgot to mention that earlier. I was so distraught that we didn't know who got what. This is driving me nuts. I don't know why it does this. I'm hopefully round
The
2
the timer on it's definitely way off too, because the first 2 questions, it literally like the 5. Yeah, see, 5 seconds left. It just goes right to the next question.
Oh boy. All right, question number 4. What is the unit of electrical inductance? Weber, MHO, Henry, or Coulomb?
Must be the game's in a hurry tonight. It's got a hot date.
I guess so.
Got to get through it as fast as it can.
Well, it's funny because we the settings we set up are the lowest it allows you to go to keep the game pace moving. Because otherwise, it wants it like a 2 minutes between each question. It seems like, and it's like we don't want to get the game done.
Was it you that was saying that you went to a trivia where it was literally like they played a song, I think, for like in between every question, and you had to wait till the song was over for the next question?
Yeah, because I've went to so it is
That's
Henry, by the
crazy.
way, which a lot of people got that wrong. But yeah, we went to one. We've been to a lot of trivia ones where the game plays in between or during rounds. It plays music, but this one, oh hang on. Final question in Milan, the animated one. Who is the leader of the Huns? Shan Yu, Li Shang, Fa Zhu, or Chen Po?
Dude, Mulan slaps. Nobody talks about it, but it's one of the better ones.
It is. It's one of the good ones. It really is.
And that's definitely Shan Yu. So every one of those is in the movie, but yeah, it's definitely Shan Yu.
Sounds like it definitely is. No
Dude,
doubt.
Shan Yu was such a boss.
He really is. He's such an underdeveloped villain, but he was a good one when he was.
I always thought it was funny on his animation. Like he's like this just massive guy, and then he's got the smallest feet ever.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, we went to a trivia we've been to music trivia where they play music between or during rounds while people get to answer. But it's a pain in the ass because if everyone answers quick, if it's an easy question, they'll like the song will, if everyone answers quick, the song ends and you move on. This one, they ran through the whole song and it was just like, okay, come on, let's move it along here. All right, so round 1, we got why am I not able to write? There we go. We got Brooklyn with a point. We got Dirk. And we have Curtis. Going to round 2.
See, what we should do, we should just contact all sorts of bars and places that do trivia and just tell them, stop paying all these trivia companies, stop paying them hundreds of dollars every time that they want to do a trivia night, and just, they all got smart TVs. Just turn on YouTube.
Just hook it up to us.
You could have Monday, Wednesday trivia for free for people sitting in the bar. Instead, they spend hundreds of dollars and
for the low price of
free. They probably break even for the night by the time
right.
They've paid for the whole thing.
You're right.
Yep. All right, number 1. Which product did Nokia, the telecommunications company, originally sell? Processors, phones, paper, or computers?
Yeah, for the low price of free, you could get a little bit of trivia vice in your mouth. Kyle and I are happy to serve it. We should just like, if there was a way we could
love every Monday and Wednesday.
I know if we could get in to bars without having to like schlep our way to each bar owner and try to convince them. That's the funny thing is though, I don't think a lot of them would do it, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because having people there in person would be easier. I don't know.
I think they try to like use it as like a way to differentiate themselves. Like, okay, I saw one locally. I won't name names of the bar, but I saw one locally talking about how I'll tell you here in a second. All right, number 2. What's the first book of the Old Testament? Numbers, Leviticus, Genesis, or Exodus? So yeah, there was one locally that they were talking about how it was like they were gonna do like one round and name that tune was like their big differentiator or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, we fucking do that like once a month.
I know we do it more if we had more people watch. We got our faithful like
That's right. We have our
15 to 20
faithful
people to
watchers.
watch, and we love every single one of you. Very, very appreciative.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, if there was a way, if there's like a bar owners associate, which I'm sure there is a bar owner association, but I imagine, especially from where we're from, most bars probably are not part of it. I imagine if you're part of a bar owners association, you're definitely much more class than the bars we have around here.
Yeah. All right, number 3. What fast food chain has the most locations globally? Subway, Starbucks, McDonald's, or KFC? I do know that one.
Kyle claims he knows.
Well, I feel like a lot of people are going to go with 3, but it's actually Subway.
Kyle's saying it's Subway.
I'm 100% positive on that. McDonald's, I believe, is second, but it's got to be Subway.
Well, shit, McDonald's just lost 800 spots in Russia. Now it's going to be called
McPutin's.
So, so yeah, Subway is first by a decent amount ahead of McDonald's. But Subway, you got to think about
Subway's initial expansion plan was basically like they just kind of piggybacked off from whatever McDonald's was doing. Like when Subway first got like really big, they basically just went into any town that McDonald's was in, and they didn't care what town it was. They just wanted a location within a couple miles from it.
Yep, pretty smart. And the funny thing is, the whole like campaign in the early 2000s for Subway was eat fresh and everything, which is kind of a lie because subs from Subway are not necessarily always healthy.
All right, number 4. What does the S stand for in the abbreviation SIM, as in SIM card? Subscriber, solid, single, or secure? So I wanted to show you earlier today at work. I started laughing at the counter, but you had walked like out in the warehouse, and so like I'm just sitting there chuckling to myself at the counter, and like I'm pretty sure Mickey and Yana were both looking at me like, what are you laughing at? Somebody the things that you find on like people are selling on like area garage sale groups and stuff like that on Facebook. Somebody had put up their Subway jacket for sale. Like an employee jacket, and it was like it's only been worn once. Oh man, it had like 100 comments. Like it was easily the most commented thing. I couldn't help it. I was just there for the comments. I had to read it, and I couldn't stop myself from laughing at some of the comments. They're like, somebody's like, it's gonna be one of those cosplay OnlyFans pages.
Oh no.
All right, number 5. Which one of these Swedish companies was founded in 1943? Lindex, IKEA, H&M, or Clas Ohlson?
So Bobby had worked at Subway, and she wants to know if she gets to sell her sweaters.
That person was getting $70 for it. At least that's what they were asking. They said normal retail was 80, but they would take 70 because they'd only wore it once. And oh man, I wonder if it's still on there because it had like over 100 comments and it was hilarious.
That's crazy. So this one is, and I think most people are going with it just because it's by far the most well known. It is. I didn't know H&M was a Swedish company, but it is IKEA. Started in 1943.
By far the coolest name on that one though was number 4.
Clas Ohlson.
Klaus Ohlson.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Klaus is kind of like Dolph. It's just a cool name.
Yeah, it absolutely is. All right, so Curtis takes the lead with 2 points, and we got Jerry on the board with 1, and Stephanie on the board with 1 as well. Going into round 3.
Bobby also has a Subway beer cozy. That's got to be at least worth $10 to $20.
Oh, easily.
Mm-hmm. And if it's paired, if you could bundle it with the...
Does Subway in Canada sell beer? Or is it just like for soda cans and they call it like a beer koozie? Is it a koozie or a koozie? I've always called it.
I wonder if other countries use Jared as like the Subway spokesperson.
Well, not anymore.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, not anymore. But
Jesus,
back in the day. Well, no, I'm saying like back in the day.
All right, name the logo. Is it Zoom, Twitch, Skype, or Discord?
Well, no, I don't mean like that. Like, obviously not now, but I'm saying like back in the day. Like, is that like do companies use the same spokesperson like internationally, or do they change it?
I think they change it depending on the company. But Jared's taking his photo shoots behind bars now.
Kind of forgot about that.
Kind of thought we'd get some people on this, but this is Twitch. I was thinking we get some people on Discord because Discord and Twitch have the same kind of color logos. They have that white and purple look.
I don't really get either one of them.
Well, Twitch is strictly for streaming video games. Discord, I've been on Discord before for like certain video games like Ark, but for other than that, I don't understand it much. All right, name the pet companies: PetSmart, Pet Life, Petco, or Chewy.com. Prison Fresh, yeah. They got Jared's new Jared's new soap on a rope special.
See, this is the type of stuff they could get if they would just play us at all the local places, or just nationally. Buffalo Wild Wings just should sign us.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we should send it to them.
Instead of getting like the boring guy that sits up there and he's like, okay, next question.
Yep.
That's my impersonation of a bar trivia guy.
It's almost always a guy who definitely lives in his mom's basement.
Oh yeah,
like 45.
Remember the guy that we used to go watch when Sales had it?
Yeah, Wolfman. That guy
he was actually like pretty decent. Like, he was funny, but oh yeah, you could tell that guy like didn't see sunlight ever.
All right, is this is it Shakespeare, Schwinn, Lockheed Martin, or Boeing? So we kind of got two different areas of manufacturing here. Do we have fishing poles, or do we have? I don't even know what you'd call.
I know what it is. I'm curious.
So definitely, mostly people between Lockheed and Boeing. So
it's a lot of 3 and 4. It looks like.
Which one do you think it is, Kyle?
I was going Lockheed.
No, it's Boeing.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's a very odd. Honestly, if I looked at that, I would have honestly guessed probably Schwinn or Shakespeare. And I know Shakespeare has a terrible name because you type in Shakespeare, and of course,
oh yeah,
good old Bill Shakespeare is going to pop up first. They're not. I mean, the fishing pole is never going to be number one on Google trending.
Oh, Billy Shakespeare. Honestly, I wouldn't have known what Shakespeare other than Billy. I wouldn't have known that it was a fishing brand.
Oh, all right. Name the steakhouse. Is it Texas Roadhouse, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse, or Longhorn Steakhouse? So I think you can kind of cut it down between 3 of them. It's probably most people aren't going to guess Ruth's Chris, if I had to guess.
I really want to try.
Dude, Steph asked me how I feel about Longhorn. So I loved Longhorn up until the last time I went. Steph and I waited with our
oh yeah, I
1.5-year-old daughter for like a lunch. We wanted steak for lunch, so we waited over an hour, almost an hour and a half, and we didn't even get our fucking salad yet. So we left. I did try to pay for the drinks at least, but they just told me that's okay. We can go talk to the manager. I became a Karen for a brief moment, but I deserved it. Okay, damn it, I deserved that. There was like 4 people in the entire restaurant. They were by no means busy. All right, last one. Is it Palmolive, Intel, Gold Bond, or Allstate?
Became a Karen.
I did. I didn't, I never actually yelled though. I was very nice. I just went to the bar. I'm an easygoing person. And I would have to say I have a pretty long fuse. So I was hot to trot at that point, but by the time my manager actually finally came over to me, I was just like, I just want to go, man. I I need to eat something. It's like 4 o'clock. We came here at 10. Not really that
Just ordered
bad.
breakfast.
Felt like it. All right, so this one is Allstate. I didn't really know what else to put in there because Allstate's got such an iconic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
logo.
just well, and I think even if people didn't know the logo, just the slogan "You're in good hands" kind of
Mhm.
tips it off a little bit too.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. All right, so we got a couple of new people on the board. So Brooklyn's got 2 along with Curtis, and then we got Jackpot and Bobby, both with 1. Going into round number 4.
I think this is so you did first 3 rounds, then I did the last 2 and the bonus.
Yeah, I don't know what these ones are. I'm excited to see what you did.
I think the bonus is going to be really good too. It's a flag one. We're on a flag kick.
Flags are always fun because there's a bajillion of them. It seems
I was
like,
gonna say, there's so many of them.
even when you do, if you did one again, then most people aren't going to remember which one we've done before. I don't remember half of them we've done.
All right, number 1. In what year was the first ever Wimbledon championship held? 1905, 1899, 1877, or 1842?
I'm going to go 1877. I don't have necessarily a particular reason other than I feel like 1842 is too early for tennis, for Wimbledon tennis, and then I feel like 1899 is too late as far as like how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so wow, we got every answer got something. So it is 1877. And let's see.
Yeah, my answer was
we had a few
not
people get that.
Was not scientific in nature. It was just a pure guess. But all right, 1 for 1.
Yeah, it looks like a decent amount of people got that, but yeah, every single answer, 1899 got a lot of answers. It looks like for it too.
Okay.
All right, number 2. What was the first state? Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, or Delaware?
I already know this one. Easy peasy for me. I like history, so
A lot of people. Wow, a lot of people going for.
yeah, it's Delaware. And honestly, it's like Delaware's only claim to fame, so they gotta have something.
Yeah, I thought that would be harder. I thought that it would get a few more people, but yeah, that's pretty much like Delaware's only claim to fame, I think.
I think you can drive through Delaware in about 5 minutes. So
yeah, pretty much.
I'm not even sure if I've honestly ever been. I really don't know.
I don't know if I have. I don't think so.
What is there to do there? Is there really anything to do?
I don't think so. All right, number 3. Who discovered penicillin? Tesla, Newton, Fleming, or Curry?
Steph says our presence from Delaware. Yes, Steph, we've discussed this before.
No comment.
We've discussed because she said, I didn't know that honestly until because we.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we did.
We talked about Delaware a long time ago, and I didn't know that there was honestly anyone famous from Delaware. So there's at least one person. Is there anyone else? I'm sure there's a few. Law of averages. I mean, I don't know how many people does Delaware even have. Probably Delaware's population's got to be, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you look at like other small states too, like I couldn't think of anybody from like New Jersey or Rhode Island.
Bon Jovi, Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, well, yeah, good point. But what about like Rhode Island?
Rich people. That's where they live. In Newport.
Number 4. How many pairs of wings does a bee have? 2, 6, 1, or 4?
That's such a weird question. How many pairs of wings? How many pairs? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Now how many wings? How many pairs of wings does it have?
2.
You
Bees have
sure?
2. So they have 4 wings. So it's number 1.
It is 2. It okay. A lot of people got actually a lot. It was a lot of it between 1 and 4. It looks like.
Jerry says Taylor Swift lives in Rhode Island. I know a lot of like old monies, like Newport, Rhode Island. That's where like the big mansions are and stuff. I want to go to some of those. I'm sure you can tour some of them. I'm sure of it.
Number 5. How long does it take to hard boil an egg?
What?
9 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, or 10 minutes?
Kyle's questions today. Oh boy.
That's right. I went super random. So yeah, Dan has an obsession with old mansions.
I do.
Honestly, okay, I will agree. Old mansions are way cooler than new modern mansions.
Yeah, there's nothing
Like the new ones, you just don't get the cool characteristics of it.
Yeah.
Like you just don't. Even around where we live, like you can tell like certain areas, like if you go up to Horseheads and Elmira, like you can tell certain areas that were built much closer, much newer than other ones. But like most of the coolest houses are the old ones.
Yeah.
Because they're all different. They're not cookie cutter.
Exactly. All right. How long does it take to hard boil an egg?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. What a random fact.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry says to look up the Marble House. I will do that. I'm going to write that down right
Marble
now.
House.
The Marble House. Okay, so let's see. Stephanie is got 2. Steph Sample has 1, and Evelyn has 1. Going into the final round in the Breakers too. Okay, is the Breakers the one that's on like the cliffside?
Is the Breakers one of the Vanderbilt houses? Weren't the Vanderbilts famous for like naming all of their houses?
I don't know. I feel like if you're rich, you have to name your house.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, because that's why the Vanderbilts like squandered. Like at one point, they were like one of the richest families behind the Rockefellers, but they squandered everything through all their generations because they all just tried to outdo one another with their houses.
That's awesome.
And their parties.
All right, question number 1: how many bones do sharks have in their bodies? 5, 210, 107, or 0? Yeah. So Marble House I didn't know, but I did know the Breakers one. I have actually looked at the Breakers one before because it's very fascinating, very beautiful old mansion. I really love Gothic mansions, particularly.
Yes.
I find them very beautiful. So sharks have no bones. It's all cartilage. They're like one big nose.
I did not know that until I came up with this question.
Kyle, you never pay attention when we went to the aquarium.
All cartilage. That's interesting. All right, number 2. In what state did the first official American baseball game take place? Ohio, New York, New Jersey, or Illinois? Jerry says the Elm House in Rosecliff too.
I wrote them down. Thank you, Jerry. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole tonight.
I think Jerry's got like an old mansion obsession too. It sounds like
maybe Jerry lives in an old mansion.
Oh,
if anyone here lives in an old mansion, then I get free dibs for giving free trivia games. I get free dibs to come take a look at it and totally creep.
All right, so if you're able to tour the houses in Newport, all right, I got a new side hustle for you, Dan. You could go like tour these houses and take pictures inside of them and create an OnlyFans page of old mansions. But you could like you take a picture of yourself inside the old mansion.
No, you don't. For people like me, you don't need anyone else. You just have the mansions there. Lotions and linoleum.
Sorry, a little parquet flooring.
Number 3. What is the name of Prince Eric's dog in The Little Mermaid? Max, Copper, Bruno, or Adam?
They got a mahogany study.
Oh man,
I want one.
Ultimate class. I don't even drink brandy, but I feel like I'd have to start. If I had to study.
I feel like if you're rich and you've got like a mega mansion like that, like an old school, like just awesome mansion, you don't call it a library or an office. It's a study.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a cool, like just leather chair you can sink into, smoke a cigar, mahogany on the walls, and like you just force yourself to drink some kind of brandy or scotch.
And you have to swirl in your cup, contemplating your power. So this one is Max, right? I don't know this one. I believe it's Max. A lot of people going with Max. All right, question number 4. When Harry, oh boy, here we go. When Harry lives with the Dursleys and Harry Potter, what is their house number? 14, 4, 5, or 15? The mansions in Newport were summer cottages. Yeah, how do you like that? Like, we go to my I don't think any of them call it a cottage, I hope, because I feel like a cottage versus, like, when you think cottage, you think like cute little lake house versus largest homes in America, basically. Also, how cool would it be if you had so much money that you could just try to your entire job is to try to just outdo your siblings and their awesomeness of the house. That's what I want right there.
They just added 10,000 square feet. I'm going to add 11,000 square feet.
They got a study. Well, I'm going to add I don't know. A game.
See, look at that. Jeffrey knows what's up. He's got the entire address. Steph's got it on there. Say the series starts off with number 4 Privet Drive.
All right, final question of the night. Besides the bonus, what fruit do raisins come from? A plum, peach, grape, or a date? I didn't even know what a date was until I watched Indiana Jones.
Yep.
It's literally the only thing. I think that's the only time I've ever even heard of a date even referenced. I don't even know if people even eat them anymore.
I think it's only mainly in certain parts of the world too, where they're popular.
I think that's in Africa.
Because I don't even think I don't even think we could buy dates around here, could we?
Probably not.
Because there's certain fruits that are kind of rare around here, like apricots and stuff like that. I don't even know if you can buy an apricot around here. I think it's much more you can get the dried ones or whatever, which are gross. But
I've never tried one. I've never tried apricot juice. But so this is a grape, correct? For a raisin?
Yes.
All right. So Jackpot has 2 points now. Stephanie Sample has 2, and Dirk has 2. So we got Brooklyn, Dirk, Curtis, Steph, Jackpot, all with 2 points. We got Evelyn and Bobby and Jerry with 1 apiece. So we got a lot of peeps going for the for the final. Are you going to give us a hint, Kyle, or no? Are you not going to? I'm curious. Do the people try to answer, or do they just quickly button mash? I don't know what the right answer. Hey, last time
I feel like it's going to be a tough one. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like it's going to be a tough one because I feel like it could be any one of the 4.
I'm going to get it. In
primary color is
first 3 seconds. The first 3 seconds, I'm going to get it.
Or no, sorry, red.
Taiwan.
A lot of 2s and 3s.
All right, what is it?
I want to see if anybody gets it here. I got a lag on my. Oh, there we go. Curtis got it. Curtis was the first one to go with Taiwan. So actually, technically, Dan was the first one.
Okay,
it is Taiwan.
I knew that immediately.
See, okay, I was right in thinking that 2 or 3. Actually, honestly, I thought Costa Rica would be the least answered one. I thought Chile would get a little bit of love on that. I knew the Philippines was going to be one that people thought. So that's very, very close to the Philippines. The Philippines, the sun on it is yellow.
Yes. Yep.
And that's pretty much, I think, the only Philippines. The color of the flag might be primarily blue on Philippines. With the red box at the top, I'm not sure, but
so
yeah, that's
only
close.
3 people got it, but Curtis, the quick draw. So Curtis wins the game with 3 points. So Curtis is our winner. We got Brooklyn, Dirk, Stephanie, and Jackpot all with 2 points apiece for second place, and we got Jerry, Bobby, and Evelyn with 1 point apiece for third place. So guys, thank you so much for playing. On Wednesday, we're going to have Name That Tune, at least for part of it. We might do it for the whole thing because we don't care if YouTube tries to censor us. Because guess what? We don't make any money doing this. So,
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night.
Have a great night, guys.